I used to think disciplined people were different. Seriously, I thought they had something I didn't, like more willpower, more motivation, more self-control. And every time I saw somebody training consistently, reading consistently, building something consistently, I thought, okay, this person probably wakes up feeling ready every day. So naturally, I copied what they did. I made plans, big plans, wake up early, run, work, read, no excuses. And the funny thing is, on good days, it worked. I felt unstoppable. You know that feeling, you sleep well, you wake up with energy, everything feels possible, you finish the workout, you eat well, you work. At night, you look at yourself and think, this is the new me. Then life does something very ordinary. You sleep badly, or you have a stressful week, or something happens, and suddenly you wake up and you don't want to do any of it. And that's where my routine always died. Not after months, not after years, usually after one bad day, one. And I remember thinking, what is wrong with me? I wanted the results, so why couldn't I continue? And for a long time, I blamed motivation, then discipline, then myself. Until one day, I noticed something stupid. My routines only worked when life already worked. That hit me, because what I was calling discipline was actually good conditions. My routine wasn't surviving bad days. It depended on good days. And suddenly, I started looking at routines differently. I stopped asking how do I make myself stronger and started asking how do I make the routine weaker. I know that sounds strange, but stay with me. I realized every routine I built assumed perfect conditions. Perfect sleep, perfect mood, perfect focus, but that's not real life. Real life is usually messy, so I made one rule. Every habit gets 3 versions. Best day, normal day, and a bad day. If I train, best day is 1 hour. Normal day, maybe 20 minutes. Bad day, I would do just 5 push-ups. That's it. And I know somebody watching this is thinking 5 push-ups? Really? That changes nothing. That's exactly what I thought. Until I realized something. 5 push-ups don't maintain fitness. They maintain identity. Because when I stopped completely, coming back became difficult. But when I did something small, my brain never switched into I quit. And maybe you know that feeling. You miss one day, then suddenly it becomes 3, then a week, then you start saying things like, I lost discipline. But maybe you didn't lose discipline. Maybe you broke continuity. I was making routines harder than they needed to be. I treated every action like a decision. Should I go now? Should I wait? Should I train? Should I start tomorrow? And I never realized how tiring deciding is. Now I make things stupidly easy. Clothes ready, same place, same order, less thinking, because I learned something uncomfortable. On bad days, you're not your best self. And that's okay. That's totally okay. You don't need systems for your best self. You need systems for the version of you that wants to do nothing. The version decides everything. And I think that's the part nobody told me. A strong routine is not the one that makes you perform like a machine. It's the one that survives being human. So maybe stop asking yourself, how can I build the perfect routine? Ask this instead. If tomorrow becomes one of those days, what version of my routine still survives? Because that version is probably your real routine.